Hello and welcome to the Kayden Show, today's best country mix. And joining us right here is Sophie Griffiths. Hey, Sophie, how are you today?
Hi, I'm good, thank you. Thanks so much for having me.
You're very welcome. So, kind of tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into music.
Oh, okay. I come from quite a musical family. So I've always been surrounded by music growing up. There was a lot of like Motown, soul, jazz music being played in my house just because my dad just absolutely loved those genres. My mum's a pianist, my granddad was a musician, and just one of those. Oh, sorry, my bad. Um, one of those annoying people that could just like pick up any instrument and play it. So yeah, and there was just like this pure passion for music in my house, and had that from a very young age, and then sort of built up the confidence at about like age 14 to actually sing in front of people. And then once I did, you couldn't get me off the stage. So yeah, and it's been what I wanted to do as a career ever since. So yeah, I'm a 19-year-old. I call my stuff like soulful pop. So yeah, I'm a singer-songwriter full time now. So it's yeah, I'm living the dream.
What do you most enjoy about music?
I think I love songwriting. Like songwriting's always been sort of my favorite part, purely because I found it almost like a form of therapy. And like when you're collaborating with other people as well, like there's always so much to learn. Like you never know everything, you know what I mean? Like you're always learning and getting new fresh perspectives from other people as well, which I think is really fun. Also the fact that like no day is kind of the same, I think that's really fun.
Hmm. Do you have someone or something that inspired you to start doing your music, Sophie?
Sorry, you broke up then.
That's okay. Do you have someone that inspired you to start doing your music?
Oh, I think like as I said earlier, sort of my family. But as I said, sort of love the Motown genre. So artists like Sam Cooke, I was listening to, Stevie Wonder, Aretha, and then also like other artists from that sort of era, like Joni Mitchell. Um, I think like I just felt something when listening to their music. So I started off just like sort of covering their stuff and just loving it. And yeah, and then I decided to start like writing my own stuff about age 14, or my friend got me into that really. And so yeah, I suppose listening inspired me, and family inspired me, and other people's passion for music.
Do you have any new singles or any upcoming projects that we can look forward to?
So I did just release a song. It came out in October, and it's called Home. So yeah, I'm really proud of that one. It's unleashed into the world. So yeah, I really hope it seems to be going down well. So yeah. And yeah, new music coming in the new year as well. So that's exciting.
What does a typical day look like for you?
So as I sort of said, it's a little bit different day to day, but I suppose the main things that I get up to are going into the studio, writing sessions, which has changed like dramatically over the pandemic, because um before it was all face to face, and then some was over Zoom, and sometimes you're in London and sometimes you're wherever. So that I also have built up a TikTok following, which is probably my largest following really, and I try and do content for that every day. So that's factored in somewhere. And then other making other bits of content, and yeah, and then maybe if I've got a live show coming up, I'll have rehearsals with my band or my guitarist, or yeah, so it's kind of different every day really, but they're the main
Mhm.
things I get up to.
What do you like doing outside of music, like on your free time for hobbies and interests, Sophie?
I've always loved sport. I've always really been into sport. I used to figure skate when I was younger, and I used to compete in that. And then as I got older, I sort of like found the sports that I loved and just made me feel like really relaxed. So I now play netball. I've really cut back really. I used to play quite a lot more than I do, but yeah, so sport. God, what else should I do? That's actually testing me, but yeah, main thing sport probably.
What advice would you give someone that might want to start singing?
I think just like bite the bullet and perform in front of people as soon as possible, because if you like hold that off, you start to overthink it, and really it's like the best thing about, in my opinion, it's the best thing about music, like playing live, and that just that atmosphere that music creates and sort of like makes people feel. It's amazing, and it's definitely been something that I've missed over the past like year and a half while the world went a bit mad. So yeah, that would probably be my bit of advice.
If you could go open a show for any artist, who would you choose and why?
Oh, there are so many, really. I mean, there are so many, but my idol has always been Stevie Wonder, and I've been to see him a couple times. He was doing British Summertime in Hyde Park in London. And I was lucky enough to get tickets for that, and his shows are just like the best thing. So yeah, if I would ever be able to open a show for him, that would literally blow my mind. But yeah, it's a bit far-fetched, I know, but probably
Yeah.
Stevie Wonder.
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years?
Hopefully, still doing the artist work. I'd love to just, grow my audience, hopefully, get my music out there more. I'd love to be touring. That would be amazing. Touring US as well as UK, and just releasing and music that I really like, and I just keeping the passion alive.
What would you be doing right now if it was not for music? Like if music did not exist?
Yeah, what would I be doing?
Yep.
Do you know, when I was younger, I was one of those people that would be like, I'd jump from like thing to thing, but I'd probably be doing, I'm a big lover of animals. So we've always had animals growing up. My mum still calls it the Griffiths Zoo. We used to have too many animals really, but so I'd probably be doing something to do with that really. I love just being around animals really, or something to do with sport. Either or really, I don't know, can't decide.
What is one message that I'd like to give your fans or anyone listening or watching this?
I think just do you, like be yourself and follow your own path. I think that's, the most important thing, I believe. I've always been one, music isn't something that like loads of my friends do. And obviously I've made friends along the way in the industry, but yeah, I've always found, following my passion, it's not been a negative thing. It's like honestly makes me so happy. So I think the main thing is just doing what you love and making sure like your happiness is the ultimate goal and thing really.
Describe your creative process while creating new music.
This is a good one. It's kind of different every time, like especially say if like I'm writing by myself in comparison to like writing with someone else, because I think if you're writing with someone else, you've got to sort of adapt to their creative process as well, and it's almost like a collaboration and combining the two. But if I was writing a new song, say tomorrow, I always start with a concept. I think I have like a list on my notes on my phone with just like random sayings or bits of like inspiration that I think would be sound cool in a song basically. And so I always start with that and like mind map and just think about like how I can create a concept from that. Probably chords, or chords next, then melody, then lyrics is generally the vibe I go to, but again, it sort of varies time to time.
Mm-hmm. And Sophie, is there anything else that I forgot that you'd like to share with us before we go?
I don't know, maybe like just where you can find me. My Instagram is at Sophie Griffiths Singer, and my TikTok is at Sophie G Singer. My YouTube's also just Sophie Griffiths. So if you fancy hopping over to any of them, feel free. Love you to like join the journey and the fam. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, again, I just want to thank Sophie for joining us right here on the Kayden Gordon Show, today's Best Country Mix. We appreciate your time to talk to us today.
Thank you so much.